Welcome back to CTV Morning Live, our Ask the Expert segment with Scott Watson from Watson's Pharmacy. And we had quite a number of questions coming in the last couple of minutes. So we're going to start, I believe, those coming in via email and via Facebook. So our first one is via email, and this is from Marge. I've been on 625 milligrams of CES for over 5 years. Recently, my prescription has been substituted with Premarin. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Premarin.
Yeah.
It has had a negative reaction. So what are my options?
Well, you know this.
What is CES?
So that was a generic version of Premarin.
Okay.
It was plant-based, and so people did like that because Premarin actually was one of the first menopause-type medicines that came out in the 60s and whatnot. It came from pregnant mare urine, and so people just kind of had this. It has a little bit of a negative connotation. What they did was they mimicked that medicine, and they took from plant sources. They got all the same types of estrogen, but they've mimicked it from plant sources to make the CES. Now, unfortunately, the CES version has not been available, and so a lot of pharmacies have had to move back to the original brand name product. And so in terms of the negative effect, well, I'm not quite sure why it's doing that, because the CES is just mimicking the brand name product. But if that's the case, the options are, there are different types of hormones that the doctors can use now. There's patches, other types of capsules, other types of products. So just talk to your doctor about alternatives to Premarin.
So there are some alternatives.
Absolutely. And of course there's even the bioidenticals, so people can start to use estrogens that are compounded into creams and capsules it's kind of something we do at our pharmacy.
And it's something
as well.
that you guys do, yeah,
Yep.
for sure, with that information. Yeah. Okay, so it's something to call maybe and kind of see about doing it that way.
That's right.
I think we're going to be going to the phone now. Janice, I believe, is on the line. Good morning, Janice. Are you there?
Good morning. How's everyone there?
We're good. You sound great.
Yeah, well, I wish I felt great.
Oh, what's up?
I just have one quick question, please.
Sure.
My general practitioner charges me $25 to give me my injectable B12. I have the bottles of B12 here. My question is, where can I purchase the appropriate needles to give myself the required amount so I do not have to pay him the $25 per month?
So what I have seen so far is that some doctors actually teach their patients how to give the shots themselves. So make sure, if you're going to be doing it, that you've learned how to do that properly, because you do worry about infection, you do worry about some of the dangers that can occur with giving yourself needles. So as long as you've learned all that, then that's a great idea. Getting the needles is not hard. Pharmacies can order them. There are home healthcare pharmacies out there that generally have needles as well, needles and syringes. So there are places, maybe just calling around to different locations. We have them at our store, and but various locations would have them as well. So they are accessible.
Is it going to be a different type of needle for different kinds of medication, or?
Well, and that can vary too, and the length of needle. For some doctors want it intramuscular. Sometimes people will just do it subcutaneous, so the needle's a little bit not as long and not as intimidating. But it depends on what your doctor wants, so just make sure you do talk to your doctor and get some learning if you are going to be doing that on your own.
Okay.
Okay?
Janice, hopefully we answered your question right there. I believe we're heading back to our Facebook page now, and we're going to look at a question coming in from Julie. Does a daily multivitamin help with the prevention of colds and flus? This is a popular question for sure.
It is, and there's research going on into that as well. And it's conflicting evidence as well, and I think it really depends on the types of vitamins you're taking and how well the absorbed nutrients are. And I know you were just saying that you believe in...
I believe that there is a huge difference in the types of multivitamins that are available on the market, and I believe that there are very few that are actually incredibly good, that have the proper absorption levels, and so that you're actually taking in what you need to be. And it doesn't normally happen with one quick little...
Well, and you'll see that in certain brands. Like I've kind of gone through and studied this quite a bit myself, and there's a gentleman that's looked at all the multivitamins in North America, and he's like ranked about the top 5. And one of the top 5 is the one from Douglas Laboratories,
Yes.
I know you know about.
Yes.
You actually have to take 8 capsules throughout the day, and they want you to spread it out so that you're getting the best absorption possible. And I think I have actually seen that help people. So I know people have been trying to ward off colds and flus, and people that are taking this have said they haven't been sick in several years now because they're taking these multivitamins. I mean, the research will show that we're not sure that it's doing, but I actually think it's not a bad idea as long as it's, again, not interacting with any disease or medicine that you might be taking currently. So.
And so maybe research to the type of absorption levels that the multivitamin is that you're taking.
Right, because a lot of the times they're in tablets and just taking it one dose throughout the day. Maybe, you know, sometimes it's just hard to get all that absorbed in one single dose.
Something to think about, but
Yes.
definitely something you can see if it's absorbed properly that you could actually have a little more of
Absolutely.
that immune system boost to be able to fight off some of these colds.
That's right.
Great information. Keep in mind you have that second location, and there is that possibility, especially for people who are moving or looking for more information or more of a relationship with their pharmacist, that you can switch back and forth from pharmacies. And there are the 2 locations now. The old one at 192 Main Street, that's home base, and then 1308 Wellington Street West. You can always check out more information on their website, watsonpharma.com, watsonspharma.com. Always a pleasure. We do have to take a
Thank
break.
you.
We still have more to come on CTV Morning Live.
Right.
We've been down when we could